Hey fellas, how you doing? I'm officially ready for date night. It's 4:46. I'm just waiting for my wife to come home. I'll let her settle in, and then we'll go out to a place called Cheddar's to have dinner. Stop at Walmart on the way back, buy some food. I think I fucked that up. No, it's still gone. Anyway, so earlier this afternoon, I had two events I went to, and I don't think I'll be asked to come back and talk to some of the athletic directors and executives for the UTEP sports people, or I had to speak to another woman who wanted private lessons because she got assaulted in public and wasn't able to defend herself. So I'll start off first at UTEP. So it's about 11:30, 11:45, and they asked me to come up and say some things. And I'm just talking to them about the difference between being in the military and playing sports. And I got about halfway through, and one of the big coaches, one of the strength coaches in the back, keeps raising his hand. And I finally stop and ask him, "Yes, sir, how can I help you?" And he goes, "Don't you understand about team and this?" And he goes on for like 30, 45 seconds. And I said, "Listen," and I'm going to tell you exactly what he said. "Hey, listen, coach, you play a fucking game. When you lose, you just get to go home, figure out what you did wrong, and come back. Us guys in the military, when we lose a battle, there's nobody going home. Everybody's dead. There's nothing you can do about it. What the fuck? You can't compare combat to a game. Stop." He's like, "Well, are you trying to tell me you want to go outside?" No, 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 no. And I was like, "Do you have a gun on you? Do you have a knife on you?" Anyways, so one of the vice presidents of UTEP came up and said, "Hey," put his hand over the microphone. He said, "Thank you. That's enough. Do you need a security to help you to your car?" I was like, "No, you know what? Thank you for inviting me. I'm sorry this happened, but..." Listen, there are so many people out there who have unrealistic combat. Being in the military can seem like a game, but it's a game where deadly, life-ending, life-changing consequences happen. I have tons of disabilities from my time in the military. You can't compare football or basketball to combat. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean. I'm fucking sick and tired of you athletes, you professional athletes. You guys have never risked anything except maybe a knee injury or an elbow injury or something like that, where you have to go back and be a regular person. You're not losing your life unless it's a freak accident, 1 in a million accident. So just do me a favor and shut the fuck up about comparing professional sports or sports to the military and combat. It's almost identical. Nah, no matter how many weights you lift or how thick your neck is and that kind of stuff, you can't fucking stop a bullet. You can't stop a knife blade. What are you fucking talking about? Stop fucking talking to me about combat is the same as playing football at UTEP. Get the fuck out of here. All right, I'll let that go. I'm pretty sure they're not going to invite me back. Second thing is, I get invited down because the lady who went to this MMA Academy used my name as a reference. So they were like, "Hey man, can you come down here? We don't know this lady. Can you vouch for her?" and that kind of stuff. And I was like, "Okay." She was very hesitant to sign the waiver, meaning, and listen, she had a little knot on her head right about here, and she had a black eye that went from here all the way down to here. I knew this lady from the backstreet gym. She was very arrogant and mouthy and would say things. She didn't say them to me, but evidently she said them to the wrong guy. And he whooped her ass. And it's only, I'll tell you, at least 70 to 80% of you ladies only figure out that you can't kick a guy's ass till after you get your ass beat. My wife carries pepper spray and a knife. I can't get her to carry a gun to save my life. But anyway, she knows how to box now. She knows how to throw a groin kick. She knows how to throw elbows and gouges the eye. Look, we go over that shit on Saturday morning. And from a lot of the time she hates it, but I think it'll pay off if something happens to her. And I can't be there. Now I've already been in a few fights in front of her, and she's got no fucking problem just getting behind me and doing like, woo. Anyways. The problem is, and all of this, ladies, and I'm not trying to be rude to you, all of this is preventable. I'm only asking you to do a few things. Buy 2 pepper sprays, one that you practice with, and one that you have ready to use, and you need to practice pulling it out of your pocket, however you do, get it from safe to use, and then spraying it. If you don't practice that, when it happens, your mind and your body's going to panic. The other thing is about using a knife. You have to be able to get the knife out, open it, if it's a switchblade or it's a folding knife. You have to be able to get it out, deploy it, and take the proper stance. And you have to know where to strike a guy. If you cut me on the elbow and it gives me the chance to grab you by the throat, you can cut me in the elbow, you can cut me in the arm, you can cut me in the elbow. Yeah, that'll heal. But now I have a hold of you. Anyways. And the hardest part is having to listen to. Prior to this lady being assaulted, she was on the Nextdoor app. She was arrogant. She got me canceled a couple times. She was just this and that and da 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 da. But when she got her ass beat, she wanted me to come down and vouch for her. Anyways. I tell people all the time when we start classing, listen, 70-80% of you ladies only show up to class after the fact. For military people, we can't call timeout in the middle of the fucking fist fight or in the middle of the fucking battle. And, you know, everybody, hey, let the referee sort it. That's not how it works. You football players, you wrestlers, all you fucking dickheads that think that athletics is the same as combat. I'm just, it's not the fucking same. Losing a game isn't like getting blown up. Losing a game ain't like getting shot or stabbed or seeing somebody. Anyways. I'm very grateful and happy for my life. And I'm more than happy for the people I have in my life, especially a lot of you guys online. I cannot tell you. And some of you are so fucking funny. Some of you are so sarcastic. Some of you get those little innuendos. I just can't tell you. Make me smile. It's just, if you're 6'10", 380 pounds, and I have a 9mm gun with 15 rounds on it, and you're unarmed and you're going to kick my ass, no, you're not. No, you're not. And if I pull the gun out and point it at you and you don't stop, I'm going to drop at least 3 or 4 rounds here in your neck. And then the rest of them, I might put a couple in your face, and I'm definitely going to unload the rest. Center mass in your chest, and I might shoot you in the balls. Come on now. Stop. Stop acting like that's combat. Playing a game. We don't get fucking timeout in combat. Military guys don't get timeout. The Navy, the Air Force, the Coast Guard, the Marine Corps, they don't get to timeout. Hey, we didn't get the right play in. Get the fuck out of here. And then, when you tell them it's not the same thing, look, coach, strength coach, whatever your name is, big fucking troglodyte guy rolling around like that. Hey, you want to go outside? Yeah, let me go to my car and get a gun and I'll come back. Because that makes a sequel. Anyways. And ladies, if you think you can fight a guy, good luck to you. My advice won't mean anything to you. If you think you can just, and if there's nobody around and you can just, do you really believe nothing can happen to you? Do you believe you can snap your fingers and a police officer is going to appear? He's going to automatically take your side. And guys have had enough. The guys, why do I love the red pill MGTOW guys? Because they're like, nah, I'm not playing that fucking rigged game. She can say I touched her inappropriately. I'm never, even if when I go to the VA, if it's a female nurse or a female intake person or a female admin person, I make them keep the door open. And I sit right by the fucking door. When anybody walks by, I can see that the door is open, and I'm not, now, you can't sit next to me. No, you've made it a toxic environment, ladies. And you're always shocked and want to know why this could happen to you. It's because you run your mouth. It's because you're masculine. It's because you won't be quiet. And there's always an opportunity to stop and walk away. And I'm pointing your fingers. And I'll do that. I grew up in Highland Park, Detroit. You see all this stuff where they're talking about black fatigue and Latin fatigue and all. That's normal to me. That's the way I fight. Now, my wife has spent the last 9 years talking me out of that stupid shit to where I can sit down and talk to you like I talk to my wife now. But before that, I'd be like, are you telling me if I put you to this house and I did this and I did that and I did this and that, and you all of a sudden want to try? It just can't even fucking tell you. And ladies, there's a lot of really special good men out there that don't want anything to do with any of you. But there are a lot of cats, and there are a lot of little dogs that go by. I can't even tell you. Every day, today I was up this morning cutting the lawn. I can't tell you. 5 women walked by, and they either had little dogs. Well, they all had little dogs, but I have cats, so anyway. Look, that's the table shake. Look, it's all gone. The wave's gone. I'm golden, and this is how I am 90% of the time. There is a phrase that says an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. If you're not a big man or a big woman, and I'm talking about height. If you're a 5'6", 5'8", you need a gun and a knife or pepper spray or something like that to even a fighting field. A little bit over 6'2". I'm about between 240 and 250 on the weight range. I used to be 265 and just fucking jacked with steroids. You ladies, and you run your mouth. You say some of the cruelest things, and you're like, I'm used to it. That shit doesn't bother me. If you put a hand on me, if I don't care if you meant to or not, if you're a lady or a man or a child or anybody else, you put a hand on me, then it's on like Donkey Kong. Anyways, and listen, I don't go anywhere unarmed. Love you guys. I'm just venting. I don't mean this mean, but the delusion people live in, absolutely. You're talking to a guy who got stabbed in this eye in his house with a ballpoint pen, that was out like that. And I did not. I just subdued that young man and helped him out of my house. That's all that happened to him. All right. Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can, and if you can't, take care of yourselves. Like a fort in a G-string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.